to Podcast X, performed live with your host, DJTiki.
I want to die.
Already off to a great start.
I think this one's actually worse than the last intro.
No, this is better than the last intro. Oh, wait, no, we didn't have a last intro.
Our first try.
Yeah, this is our very first try. Hello, everyone.
It's
welcome to the
try.
welcome to the.
You didn't do this without Bowserdude or Leopold.
What the hell are we calling this now? I know Peace. I know Peace had a name.
We didn't
Like-
have to stop halfway through and restart.
What the hell? Okay, we're calling this Podcast X, aren't we? Welcome to Podcast X. Welcome to Podcast
Posted on
X.
Crossover X.
Yeah, welcome to Podcast X, only on a Crossover X. Oh wait, I can't do her voice. I can't.
We're not sponsored.
We're not sponsored.
Podcast X, only on Crossover X.
Thank you, Leopold. At least we have a voice
Yes.
actor in here.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
so
got the Disney Channel
Sound
logo.
irresistibly sexy.
We're
Okay.
gonna introduce ourselves.
Yeah, okay, so-
Alright.
Start.
Who are you?
all right. So who am I? I'm DJTiki. I'm the showrunner of Crossover X, and I do the things. I manage the business and the team and do the editings and stuff whenever they need me to. And my right-hand man is
Hey guys, my name is Ray, also known as Meatloaf Man. I'm the production lead and sort of co-showrunner on Crossover X, and I help Tiki do things and make sure everything is going along smoothly and that we're getting some stuff done. So, yeah, moving along, I think we have Brandon?
Yo, I'm Brandon Gaming VA. I am a editor for Crossover X. You can see my first work on Mewtwo vs. Blackboard Greymon. Speaking of which,
Hi, I'm ThankSwalot. I make puns, and I wrote Mewtwo versus Blackboard Greymon, along with my boyfriend Bowserdude.
Aw.
Hi, I'm Bowserdude. I also like to make puns, and I wrote Mewtwo vs. Blackboard Greymon along with Swalot.
and then the guy who's sick as fuck, not in the cool way, but the actual way.
But also the cool way.
No, the cool is debatable. LeopoldTheBrave.
Hey, welcome to the Pizza Party Podcast. I'm Pan Pizza. Who are
I
you
don't
people?
think his
God
mic is
damn
Yeah, he voiced facts, but no one gives a shit.
I was waiting. I was waiting.
working on this for the past like 30
That
minutes, and
joke
you
was
still
made
haven't
already.
bring his mic to work.
And who's the last guy? He never shows up.
Kyle.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, that's him. And welcome to Podcast X, where we talk about Crossover X and
Podcast
I'm
X.
supposed to be
everything
right,
in
but
between.
I'm
XD.
Slasher.
Hey, we're in a
Podcast X. Shut the fuck.
Podcast XDDDDD rar.
Oh my god.
No one else can
Do we-
see it,
do-
but
Do people have
trying
to,
to talk.
like,
What to talk about on this podcast?
We talk about Crossover X and
We're so glad you asked. Here's
Brought to you by-
brought to you by Patreon.
Only on Disney Channel.
Okay, so let's talk about Crossover X, since it wasn't always called Crossover X. It was called another show. It was called Just Another Fighting Show, as
Just
quoted by
another crossover
Duo
fighting show.
As quoted by
You
Duo
missed a word.
Just another crossover fighting show, aka JACFS, aka the only bearable way I was able to fucking spell it.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of like the old name, but
Also spelled JACKASS.
okay, now I might be
Wait.
working. It's too long, is what I was trying to say.
Yeah, it was a little
The
too
mic
long.
doesn't.
Yeah.
So moving over from Just Another Crossover Fighting Show to Crossover X was an undertaking. Because it was basically... What?
What?
Okay, I was saying
I
that...
didn't.
I guess
Cue the Undertaker theme.
So essentially, when we moved over from just another crossover fighting show, I'm just gonna call it JS now, because that's easier for me. We moved over from JS to CX. We wanted to brand ourselves in a bigger light. So how do you guys feel about the transition period from going?
It's easier to type the name.
Yeah, it's easier to type the name.
Most of us
shittier
came on here to work on a little show called Battle Royale because most of us are oriented in the whole versus scene. But now that we've, I guess, broadened what we're doing, basically, since we have a much wider range of content we want to produce now, having a name that isn't just another crossover fighting show is more represents us. I cannot speak today. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. None of us can.
Branches us out.
The hell's in English?
Listen to our intro.
So yeah, essentially, like when we transitioned to Crossover X, me and Ray talked it over. This is what we had a game plan. This is what we need to do. This is how we're gonna do. We're gonna build our team and we're gonna expand.
But first, we're gonna change our stupid name.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Priority 1.
Priority 1, we need to change it. And then it was gonna, then I talked about this in the imaginary first run, which this is our first run, how Crossover X came to be. Essentially, it's because the word crossover as a business has already been taken. So I just added an X at the end.
We gotta be edgy.
Original the character.
Crossover XD.
You have to wonder what the actual crossover company that's established right now is actually doing with that name.
I actually
Yeah, what are they doing?
wonder too. So essentially, we branded our channel to be a lot more than just versus content. We wanted to branch out into voice acting, storytelling,
And becoming Watch Mojo.
You know you're
Welcome to WatchMojo.com.
You know you're not wrong.
Top 10 battle royales.
Today we're gonna be counting down the top 10 times Chelsea told Manny to shut up.
Whoever gets to the point where Watch Mojo is making videos, I'm quitting.
Ooh, we should make a Watch Mojo video parody, but that's besides the point.
Top 10 facts jokes.
Top
I
10.
will not rest until we have our own
and
TV.
show moments.
Top 10
During
numbers.
a podcast.
I'm the only one who
Top
can't
10
hear Leo.
numbers. Who's
Number 1,
10.
Leo for the 5th time.
Top 10 cutest Brandon and Shell moments.
oh my
Less,
god.
less than sign
Yes.
3.
The Branchell.
God.
Branchell. Bold new taste. Branchell.
What a nice cereal box.
Could be like,
Oh my
That's a really good impression.
I hope
I don't
Tiki
even
left the
remember what that
recorder
one
on.
sounds like.
I think he did, but I think he's gonna. I think he did, but I hope to God he cuts this out.
Tiki, you better cut this out, I swear to God.
What the fuck are you guys on about? What are you guys on about? I just leave for 5 seconds.
Nothing.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
left.
All right. So what were you talking about? All right.
So
So
tiny wiener.
Did you,
Shut up.
did you leave the recording on?
No, of course I left the recording on. I just left to do a thing. So
So back
essentially,
to our transition.
so movement from just another crossover fighting show to Crossover X. We built our team. We got a lot of people on board. We have some aspiring professionals. We have some animators that are currently working in the field. You get to see some of their work soon. And we're just sort of building ourselves up before we start pushing out content consistently. Because the first thing, because I tell this to the team all the time, is that if we want to do what we want to do, first we need a strong foundation. And I don't care being, like, I can be goofy all I want, but I need a strong foundation to work with first. So I had to go through all these changes for the necessity of the team, and not that many people agreed with it. But I think in the end, it'll just work out. Hopefully. If not, then
Just
the
give
channel's
enough
dead.
time.
This is the first thing we've done since Mewtwo vs. Blackboard Greymon.
Wait, don't tell
Yeah,
them
we've
that.
been-
We've been working all the time.
We've been doing a lot behind the scenes that you guys
Well, yeah,
don't know.
behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes. The magic happens behind the
I
scenes.
don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, like blank
just been
versus
playing
blank.
Pokken.
Okay, so speaking of transitions, I don't have a transition.
one was
New
speaking.
York?
Yes.
Yes.
New York, am I right?
New York? What about that airline food?
I'm leaving today.
No, Tiki, be honest. Was the airline food actually good?
Shut up, Leo.
Here's
No.
Leo.
So on my flight to New York, so because if you guys didn't know, we had for the old channel, we actually went to New York to present a panel, and it was actually really nice. And I'll talk about.
We met
more.
up in real life.
Yeah, we met up in real life, but yeah, the airline food was actually I didn't eat it. That's so they came up to me like I had this menu and they're like. They had like some fucking crackers and some grapes and it's like for $10. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Can I have the Biscoff cookies, please?
Wow, that is a joke.
Dude, but those airline pretzels though.
They're what? I just got the Biscoff cookie because they were free and they're actually good.
Wait, you have to pay on the airplane?
Yeah, yes, of course you have to pay on an airplane for food.
To bring up that on the
Some airplanes.
We're having a discussion about airline food.
They give us free pretzels and like stuff like that.
Because someone said, "Hey, how about that airline food?"
Tiki.
But
So, yeah.
New York. How was the trip over here? Like, how was it like being in the city and all that?
Being in the city was great. I know you weren't there, Ray, but my good friend Natasha, aka RC, was there and she gave me the guide. So we went and saw a lot of things for Crossover X and as well as my own experience. So went down to Times Square, went down to Grand Central Park, saw all that stuff. And then unfortunately had to go to New Jersey, but that's another story.
One day when we do After Dark.
One day when we do Crossover X After Dark.
Yeah.
But no, it was
Well,
actually a
that's
lot
good.
of fun. I am actually considering moving up there in a couple of years. Or a few years. I don't know when. But
That's where he'll build the office.
Yes.
So yeah, I want the office to be in New York. What the hell? I'm gonna invite everyone there. So
Yay.
Yay.
I'm coming. I'll sleep under a desk.
but presenting but I will say that like Liberty City Anime Con was so fucking cool. Like just seeing all like
It was great.
yo. Oh, she said I thought you said what was great and I'm just sitting here waiting for an answer.
Well, I mean, like, yeah. Like, what was great actually?
Well, what's great, like, I guess the first thing that really stands out, because I have 500 pictures thanks to Natasha, is all the cosplay that was there. Surprisingly, a lot of Fairy Tail and Ruby cosplay that I was gonna bet on.
Dude, the first cosplayer that I saw when I got there Friday morning was freaking Todoroki.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of My Hero
I'm not
cosplay
even
too.
inside the convention yet, and I see him outside. Like, yeah, I know this weekend's gonna be good.
Is there ever one
Excuse me?
who and
Oh, and you know what the most adorable thing was? I was there during the ball that they had,
Mm-hmm.
and because it's like a cosplay ball basically, and there was like a whole bunch of My Hero Academia cosplayers, so it kind of looked like they were all going to prom night. I was like,
Oh,
wow.
that's so cute.
Aww.
But man, that was because actually, I guess I'll talk about the presentation later. But I met some professionals there, such as Bill Bria, professional writer, and the Living Tombstone, who did some musical composition pieces for the Terrain of Magical Expertise. That was really cool to actually meet him. And he just
Yeah, I met
basically-
him at a PASCon. He's cool.
Yeah, so we talked about like our professional pursuits, and he gave me a lot of advice, like moving forward, which was really nice. Because the panel that he presented with 3 other professionals was just eye-opening. So if you're what?
I'm sorry. I didn't think the microphone would pick that up.
There's no way that wasn't intentional.
Good sir, you thought wrong.
I mean, it was kind of intentional.
Maybe. He just had to break the radio
You
silence.
did that on purpose.
Sorry.
But yeah,
Yeah.
there were also some Funimation actors over there. It's always cool to see them. Tyler Walker, Heber Walker, Todd Abercorn was there for the first time, and really cool. And of course, you also have some abridged people like Megami 33 of Team 4 Star. You have the Pokemon Bridge people.
Oh, Elite
It's always
3's
cool to see them.
comedy panel was fucking glorious.
Did
Hell
they
yeah.
have Vegeta Sabbath?
Yo, Elite 3, I want to
Well,
work
we
with
were
Elite 3
we
one
were
day.
We were supposed to have Savid, but I don't know what happened. I think he canceled.
Yeah, I think so too. But like the manga the manga collection wasn't there. But the art, like the art commissions and the people setting up shop there, got a couple
the
art
art
pieces
style, yeah.
myself. Oh man, that was perfect. The only thing I regret is that I didn't get that many pictures with him, but I have a ton of business cards from over there, and I want to start contacting them. And then that's like not to say like the actual game room, because the game room was kind of barren the first day, but then like they brought in like Japanese games for Saturday.
Hell
and
yeah.
Yeah, that was so fucking cool. But anyways, to like move on, because we actually announced like our transition to Crossover X.
Well,
First off,
oh my god.
yo, okay, I'm just gonna move on.
No, so that someone else can say it because my mic's up.
So while you type that out, I'm gonna just say like we had our own panel, like just another crossover fighting show had their own panel. So what it
Which, in
So
terms
what
of the planning of it, it took like about a month's time. Surprisingly, I'm surprised we still managed to get the whole thing together in such a short time.
yeah, because when you brought
It's
the
cool to see
panel,
how it all came together.
so when we first talked about the panel, I was just like, hey, because he was like, hey, I'm going to Liberty City Anime Con. I was like, yo, what if we get a panel there? And then Ro was like, we could try. And I was like, okay, let's submit something right now. And then he did. And then surprisingly, we got back and it was like, hey, you have the chance of actually getting on the listings. And so we just followed the steps on the emails that were sent out. And we got like a prime time slot, which was glorious. On a Friday night, too.
Friday night prime time.
And that goes on to say, because I know Kyle, like, beforehand is like, you know, I'm rooting for you guys, but I don't think that panel is going to get that much of attendance. So we go in, and I was like, and I agree with them to an extent, because it's like a small channel and all that. Room is almost filled with, like, say for six or 10 seats, the room is practically filled with people.
Yeah, Nita had like a panorama shot of the entire room of like people sitting down for us while we're getting things ready. And it's still like really cool to see just how many people actually showed up.
That is pretty cool.
How many people asked if y'all are Death Battle ripoffs?
Actually none of them.
Surprisingly, no one.
Ooh. So yeah, like answering the questions, and then we put like a couple teasers there. We showed off the patron punch out like before it was on YouTube. Showed off Mewtwo versus Black War Greymon before it was on YouTube. And they all liked it. Like, I was surprised. Like, they laughed at the jokes. They were intrigued by the results. It was
also
a nice
what was
experience.
really cool. Also, what was really cool was the fact that the whole room was divided in terms of who they were rooting for. Like, half the room was Mewtwo and half of them were Black War Greymon.
Yeah, which was the weird thing, too, because a ton of people were like, there was a ton of Pokemon merchandise and stuff over there. So I was, like, expecting, like, okay, everybody's, like, about to root for Mewtwo. Like, this is no contest.
We're about to die.
Oh, and also, Agumon's voice actor was there.
Was he in the attendance?
Really?
Well, I mean, he wasn't in the panel, but he was at the panel.
Okay, I was like, wait, he was in the attendance and I didn't know it?
That would have been crazy. Like, he just read the comment and was like, oh, Black War Greymon, I should show up.
Yo, but we got to answer some questions. We even revealed, like, a next time that for the phase finale, as I'd like to call it, and that was hype. Because some people left and we were like, yo, the people that left, like, they're missing out because we're about to reveal, like, we're about to drop the fucking bombs.
Guys.
And then, like, the people there, like, you could hear, like, audible screams, like, oh shit, it's about to go down. Like, that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys at home, because there will be a video of the panel going up pretty soon, and unfortunately it will be content that we will have to cut out for now, but you guys will eventually get to see those reactions when we do reveal what that fight is, which will hopefully come out probably either, well, I don't know about this year, but probably sometime in the next year. You guys will see that bonus scene go up.
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, just talking about it.
Brandon, that trailer you made, it hyped everybody up.
That was a good trailer. I remember that.
Yeah, we're not allowed to reveal its name, though.
Yeah.
Wait, Tiki, you're saying we can't talk about Mario vs. Sonic?
Oh, shit, fuck.
No!
You fool!
Damn it, they know Mario vs. Sonic.
Oh, man, I can't believe it. I will say this, for those on the Discord server and Twitter, this is a fight that you guys have been requesting for a while.
Yeah, I was surprised how much this has come up.
Yeah, so anyways.
No idea what we're talking about.
I'll write the script.
Yeah, of course you don't know, Kyle. You barely show up. We love you, though.
But yeah, we appreciate everyone who came down to the panel. Thank you so much. We know a couple people actually subscribe to us and are following our content now, so shout outs to you guys. This one's to you.
Yeah, so let's jump aboard to the next topic. Speaking of, like, the actual showings of the panel, since we did, like, show off Mewtwo versus Black War Greymon at the panel, it makes sense to actually talk about it. So Mewtwo versus Black War Greymon, Pokemon versus Digimon, the rivalry that no one actually wants to do, but it's like the best opponents for each character.
Someone had to do it.
Yeah, someone had to do it, and we did it. So let's talk about like how did this match come to be. Nocturne isn't here, but he had a huge role in that. But to really speak for this, like when like Battle Royale was first starting off, we all agreed like Mewtwo has to be a thing that we do in the future. And then subsequently, this was around the time where Ben made that like tweet, that famous tweet of
with the chart.
Yeah, the chart.
Oh yeah.
Team Gohan Fighter went nuts.
How many edits did that have?
Yeah, where you said, okay, Silver is a shit matchup. Black or Greymon is a shit matchup, but Shadow's the shit. And so maybe Mewtwo versus Shadow happened.
I thought it was Frieza, not Black.
See, everyone else is shit, but Shadow is the shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't Black? Oh, I thought it was Silver, Frieza, and Black or Greymon.
No, it was just
Silver, Frieza, and Shadow.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Ben said he'd actually like to do Black or Greymon if they brought Mewtwo back.
I think the reason why they said that they didn't do it was because Pokemon vs. Digimon was still fresh in everyone's minds.
Yeah. So.
Even though they had multiple characters from the same franchise in a row before.
Yep.
They don't. Those two characters have literally the exact same moveset.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Normal character. Oh.
So when Mewtwo versus Shadow got confirmed, Adam and like the other founders, I think Kyle was there too, we were just like, yo, let's cop Mewtwo versus Black or Greymon. And then we did. Yeah, then we did. We started working on it.
Yeah.
Hey.
No one can tell us we copied that.
That was one of the original ideas that we had.
Yeah, one of the original ideas. And then after that, I think after like the next Battle Royale, after this upcoming one, I think they're all like completely new ideas that we came up with the team. So let's talk about.
A lot of them are new ideas.
Let's talk about the process that went into that.
Right.
Running off of Ben not choosing a map.
So, ThankSwalot and Bowserdude, this was your first time writing something this big. So how was that like?
It was.
First time running in general.
It was fun.
It was.
What? Yeah, it was.
So how did you feel like going into this this matchup with these two ideas?
I almost kind of approached it like it was, a written fight like on Wikia or DeviantArt, and then we like got more into that and like thought more about how it'd work actually as a video instead of just like a thing we're writing that people would read.
Yeah, because this will be something that people watch.
Tiki helped us a bit with that, how to write better for the episode. Like helped us make more jokes, helped make it more informative, all that.
Yeah, because the thing about Battle Royale is that since we have like 4 hosts, and I don't want to say that like makes us unique, but it also definitely makes us a hell of a lot longer and a lot harder to manage. Because with say Death Battle or I don't know, I guess Fatal Fiction, like you only have like a couple hosts or 3 hosts. And you can, or I guess fictional fights too if Leopold wants to jump in, but you only got 2 hosts, and usually you'll have the straight man and you'll have the funny guy, and that's really easy to write. But then with Battle Royale, you got the straight man / nerd, you got the female fatally, I don't know how to pronounce that, and Chelsea. Then you got and then you got the goofball, older figure, and Rick, and then you have the informative dude.
The robot.
Yeah, the robot and Leopold. Facts.
Beep boop.
So it's really hard to try to write off one another without it feeling archaic. Because at a certain point, like there's only so many times where we can tell Chelsea, where we have Chelsea tell Mandy to shut up. It's just
yeah.
Like how many ways are we gonna be able to say that?
Fictional fights didn't have hosts; they had planks of wood.
Mouth, you dumb bitch.
So it was like really nice because we like have this format because with the layouts, with how the layouts are set up and how everything with Battle Royale is set up, it's like set up with background, arsenal, powers, feats, weaknesses, and it will just go down. At least I hope people notice that's the way we're supposed to be formatting ourselves. So it was like,
for everyone making like DeviantArt fights for Battle Royale hosts, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's the way it's always supposed to be. And then sometimes we'll like have explanation of like powers and like tie that into feats, like the calculations such as like Mewtwo's Hurricane, since that's a part of his arsenal.
Oh yeah.
But it made sense to bring in that like calculation to explain it. So, I know we had to cut a lot, but like that the original script.
Yeah, the ending.
We're gonna get Chinese food.
Well, the thing about that is that like we used to have these art assets, and I wanted to like put full mileage on them, like for the Mewtwo versus Black War Greymon, but obviously
Don't call me Shirley.
oh my god. Yeah, these are shit that you're never gonna see. I'm glad that you will never see.
There was a lot of stuff cut from the fight script. If you guys go onto our wiki, I actually put in some info in the trivia section of some stuff we cut out.
And
there was a lot of like crazy shit.
Yeah, there was a lot we had to cut out.
Some.
Like I wanted to animate like Mewtwo cutting like Silph in half, because like Black War Greymon throws it at him.
Yeah, like
mainly because of time, and also because of the our animator Scott. It was pretty much impossible for him to do a couple scenes in the software he was using. So
yeah, and it's all good. I think it turned out well in the end.
No,
it still came out good.
Oh, speaking of
Still
like the animation, the voice actors. Like this is like our first.
Yes.
I think this is our first time like where we're using like actual full-fledged voice actors into our battles, and
Indeed.
hopefully a lot more soon. But I will say that Nemesis and Jake were just marvelous to work with.
We have voice actors for
Thank
the
you,
next
guys.
fight.
That's something I'm still debating with myself. Like I'm having second thoughts because I really want to, but at the same time, if the animation's small, I don't need it.
The thing is, we're using what's her name from King of Fighters?
Yeah,
Crocodile.
we'll get to that in just a bit.
Yeah.
So like, so when we put up the casting call, like I get this question all the time, like about voice actors, like, hey, how come I didn't get this part? Like I voiced the character. I think they did like a little, like I think the person you chose did a little weaker on here. Not to like point your fingers, but at the end of the day, I'm still like partially a voice director, and what we look for in Crossover X, and I guess you can put a tab on this in the future in case you want to audition, is that I'm looking for people that are able to be a character as opposed to people who can voice a character, because there's a clear difference in the two.
Yeah, you don't just want to like read what you're given. You want to be who you're assigned to be.
So if I give you direction on how to do a line, I should be able to know that you can get that direction and you can change it in an instant. And I gave both Nemesis and Jake some direction, 'cause I felt Jake's Black War Greymon was a little off at first, but he changed up a few things, and I think it sounds very good. It sounds like his own.
And for things to pick up a notch.
I'd probably definitely go.
Yeah.
I'd probably definitely go for Sub-Zero, but I know I cannot be Sub-Zero at all. I could be Lucario. If you need a Lucario, I'll be Lucario somewhat, but I cannot be Sub-Zero.
Yeah, and then like actually, and then I had like Nemesis like voice a little death streak, and he was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Just fainted. He just fainted.
Oh man.
Oh my god, we thought of the same thing.
But like, what was I? Oh yeah, the Pokemon references in that battle, because that's not something Scott originally added. But like all the like, but every like, ThankSwalot, Bowserdude, and I just sat around and was like, yo, we gotta add some Pokemon references in here.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I got you.
Okay, guys, I literally looked up the exact amount of experience you get when you defeat Mewtwo in Fire
I remember that.
Yeah, that's like.
I remember you had to limit Black War Greymon's name to like fit the character limit you could do.
Yeah, that's.
The character limit was 10. I don't know why you guys were like, it's like 7 or whatever.
Yeah, but I want to feel authentic.
Those were like the fire red, leaf green text boxes, I think. So
yeah, they are
the
the fire red. Because I like.
That was great.
Because I still like had like the text boxes from ROM hacking, so I was like, yo, I need to get the font and I'm gonna edit this.
Yeah, you took the freaking trainer end theme and not the wild Pokemon end theme.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because the Pokemon end theme sounds way cooler.
It's a wild Pokemon.
It's not a wild Pokemon, it's the thing. It's a Mewtwo.
What is Mewtwo wild?
To be fair, Mewtwo was a trainer in the movies.
Oh, yep, okay, yep. Looks like I win.
Trainer.
Yeah, tell us what you guys thought about Mewtwo versus Black War Greymon. We'd love to do more of that. Like, I'd love to do more fair Pokemon versus Digimon fights? Because it's usually either Pokemon stops or Digimon fight stops. There's
Mew
no really-
versus Greymon.
I guess we can actually talk about the results of that. I don't think we touched upon that.
Bowser and I were on.
I remember.
Like, oh yeah, the Terraforce is Dark type, and they were like, "Fuck."
Yeah, that's exactly like
I
we were
remember
just
the
sitting
debate
there.
we had for that. It was
My
crazy.
Mario, and then he was like, "Oh, he killed literally everyone with no memory," and we're like, "God fucking damn it, Tiki, let us have it."
Mewtwo actually almost won, believe it or not. Like we were all dead set.
I went in thinking Mewtwo was gonna take it.
Because like he was like, okay, here's Black War's moveset, 5 moves. Here's Mewtwo's moveset, like fucking 70 moves. And like, well,
Welcome, I got most of those broken.
Yeah.
we were like,
shocked.
and then we just like go through individuals like, will this matter? No. Will this matter? No. No. No.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Dimension.
I'm sure he wins because of Lear.
I'm sure he
Oh,
keeps
obviously.
-6 to Lear.
Lear and all the armor just strips away.
As he leers, a piece of armor strips away.
Just stares at it and just disappears.
Yeah, that is it lowers defense, dude.
What would Black War Greymon look like without armor on?
Oh, I do not want to think about that.
Oh jeez.
Oh man, but that was like like Mewtwo versus Black War Greymon was really good. Oh wait, I'm being insensitive. Brandon, are you still there?
Yo.
Let's talk about the editing.
Brandon,
So how was
you did
that
such
like?
a great job.
Yeah, that was really good, actually.
So I didn't. This is my first real big project, I'd say. Like actually editing something for just another crossover fighting show, or Crossover X now. And lucky me, I got the one episode where I'm like super familiar with both of the series. Like, I wouldn't say I'm too familiar with some stuff we have coming up, but this, like, I watched a lot of Digimon and I freaking love Pokemon. So yeah, this was fun for me to put together, and I, with the exception of some stuff, I knew what I had to represent.
Yeah, and I think it turned out well because all I did was just
Oh, yeah.
add glitch effects and added the assets, and that was it.
Yeah.
The good majority of this whole episode was Brandon. He did such a great job of it.
Mm-hmm.
And this
The
is
new
like,
assets looked really nice, by the way.
oh,
Like,
thank you.
I really like those.
It was just actually speaking of the assets, like, because there's like this one comment that always fucking bugged me on like Black War Greymon, not Black War Greymon, Batman versus Punisher. It was like those assets are ugly, and I'm like, fuck you, I'll do better. So I.
You can't make
Hey,
worse
I
assets
do.
than me, right, T?
Make a fucking TV.
He just got.
No, you're good. Leopold actually really loved the universe's assets, actually.
Except the thumbnails.
Oh yeah, the thumbnails are fucking garbage, but that's another
Ugh.
story. But yeah, like I just like sat down, I was like, okay, what's our way out about? We got a TV here. Alright, I'm gonna make a TV in Photoshop. And then I'm gonna take the font and I'm gonna spice it up with After Effects magic.
Yeah, you did a lot of After Effects.
Do you
Stuff.
like the masking on that fucking TV is the death of me.
Did you
Was-
have to make like 7 tabs for like each of the categories for the analysis?
Yes. Well, we made 5.
Ah,
We had
great.
Five
7. We dead.
You guys at home have no idea how much work went into just simply these assets that you only see for like a maximum of like 10 seconds. So much effort. Even the thumbnail, the new thumbnail design that we have. Like, it took Tiki like a good 3 hours to decide
Oh, yeah.
what he wants to do with it and just put something really cool together. And I just think that
I remember he was live streaming him making the thumbnail, and it was really cool to watch him do it.
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do more stuff like that. Yeah, do you guys want to see more stuff like that? Oh, excuse me,
We
Swalot?
should stream more. Like
I wish.
Pokemon Clover.
I know. Too bad my computer sucks.
Make a crossover X Pokemon ROM hack.
One day.
Actually, that sounds like a good
But yeah,
idea.
if that's something you guys want to see, like work streams, because I love like working on stream. It kind of like helps me be more productive because I know people are watching me, so I can't slack.
I should do that. That's a good idea.
So essentially, everything that went, like we put like 110% in our video to make this as good as it could possibly be until we improve more. Because probably like in the next few months, I'm not going to be happy with those assets. I'm just going to make more.
It has that effect on artists.
Asset once.
They'll
Like
be
you just
updating
draw,
more than the death battle template for thumbnails.
like you just draw something one day, and then literally later that night, you'll be so disappointed. It's like, wow, this just sucks.
I think this is like the look that we want to go for in the future, especially like that that result slide. That was that was easy to make and it was fun.
That result slide is really good looking.
Woke me
It is
to
nice.
Blackboard Green.
I really wish that Death Battle would bring something like that back.
Tiki, you better put the fucking woke picture of Mewtwo and Blackboard Greymon.
This one.
The woke picture.
Seen it.
Yeah, because at the end of the
Black
stream, I was
Wolf,
like,
Greymon.
because I guess that's the story. Because if you didn't notice, there was like a tweet where it was like, "Are you woke as fuck for Blackboard Greymon?" And then like, and that was just like the end of the stream where I just like, lens flare, boost this to 100. Yes, this looks good.
Just Michael Bay the shit out of it.
Black Moses Greymon.
Black Moses Greymon. Oh yeah, and speaking of which, the VAs did amazing. We're gonna keep
Thank
working
you,
on them.
hosts.
Yeah, thank you guys. We love you. Oh yeah, Nullify. This is Nullify. There's so much to
Nullify's
talk
first episode.
There's so much to talk about this.
My
Oh
God.
yeah.
It was actually
And also, Rick's new voice style is in this episode. Same voice actor. He just needed to change it up because it was straining his throat.
Yeah, so I just had him change it up so I can direct him and so he doesn't strain his throat every 3 seconds. Thanks to you guys for watching it. I know a lot of people liked it. There's like those select few that like, no, this is wrong. Just so you guys know, everyone here probably likes Pokemon more than Digimon.
Oh yeah.
I remember.
So many people off for saying that.
What's a
Before
We had
Digimon?
at the panel.
Before this podcast, I was playing.
We got more
Pokemon
likes.
Gold.
Likes
About Nullify.
on
did.
uploading.
We actually had what's his name's Chris, right? I forgot his name first.
Chris? Oh, you mean
He had
CJ?
his lines recorded, but then Nullify really liked both Mewtwo and Blackboard Greymon, so we let him re-record the lines.
Yeah, I think that was actually.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot whose fault that was, but like, Chris actually recorded all of his lines for the episode, like, I think months ago or something like that. And then someone brought up, I think this is just when we brought Nullify into our team server. We brought up Mewtwo versus Blackboard Greymon, and he was like, he really wanted to do like his lines for that episode, even though he was technically supposed to start for like Sub-Zero versus Kula. But we let him do it anyway because he really wanted to represent
Good
Mewtwo.
transition.
And speaking of Sub versus Kula, let's talk about that.
Cool transition.
Ooh, we'll talk about a chilly ass transition, if I do say so myself.
That was good. Okay, that was unintentional, but that was really good, right?
It was nice.
Yeah, let's not
Just in time
stroke
for
our own
when
dicks here.
Sub versus Kula.
That was a cool transition.
We should just spin this.
Spin this section with only eyes once.
This section
was-
talking
that
about how
joke
good a
was
transition.
So Sub-Zero versus Kula. This was actually teased multiple times on Just Another Crossover Fighting Show, but no one noticed.
Yeah, we revealed Sub-Zero in like a live podcast stream a while back, but
Yeah.
hardly anyone watched it. Only a select few people. So only a few people actually knew about it.
So let me tell you like how we teased Kula, but no one got it. So in one of the Next Time trailers at the end, we put like King of Fighters music. That was like the first thing. And then even back to like the research audition winners, there's King of Fighters music while Nocturne is explaining who won. So no
Also,
one got it. No one got it.
Also, you snuck in Pokemon music, I think, at the end of the Batman vs Punisher teaser.
Yes,
for
I did.
Mewtwo.
Actually, no, I think it
Now
was
everyone
Tekken
knows
music.
how we-
Was I was sure it was
Hinting
Pokemon. Oh, no, actually, yeah, it was Tekken.
Oh yeah, it was
like
Tekken music because it was gonna be.
I remember you
Tekken.
I remember you put Pokemon. I think it was Cammy versus Nina trailer, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
that you put the Pokemon music.
Yeah, I think so too. But if you guys just listen to the music that we ever play, you'll probably get hints to next fights. Because I always love to throw that shit in there.
Now they know.
Probably should.
Yeah, but back to Sub-Zero versus Kula. No one got our hints. Shame on all of you.
Joke about the trailer about the saxophone fatality.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was a fun trailer to make because I just like that song. And
What's that song from King of Fighters?
it's from King of Fighters. It's one of the themes. I don't know, so jazzy. Which didn't really fit Sub-Zero, but it was funny.
Yes, him across the entire fucking stage.
It's actually great. The last thing you hear before you die is just the solo.
Last thing you hear is a saxophone.
It's not even like a regular saxophone, it's just Careless Whisper.
Sub-Zula.
Sub-Zula.
No one heard me say that before. I was trying to mention the fight. I was really like, anyway, Sub-Zero versus Cool, and then I said Sub-Zula. I'm like, I want to die.
All right, so transitioning.
Also, I just want to mention we came up with this matchup idea long before Sub-Zero versus Glacius was announced.
Yeah,
Just wanted to get that out there in case anyone pulls the whole "oh, you guys are just ripping off Death Battle" card. So
no.
Yeah, this was like Nocturne's original idea because back then he wrote a fight about this and it wasn't good.
he did, yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
If you guys are expecting a sneak preview of how this fight could turn out, do not read that.
Don't read it, please. Don't read
I'm
Nocturne's
sure
fight on
Nocturne
it.
will agree.
Even he doesn't like it.
Yeah, we tease him all the time. We give him so much shit.
We're gonna do it better with him.
Yeah, so this was like really nice because we knew like Death Battle was gonna do Sub-Zero versus Glacius at some point, just as not as soon as we thought it'd be. So like the other matchup was Rundus, and we're like, no, he has no.
Come on, guys.
And then it was like, there's Rundus, okay, and then there's Kula, and we're like, let's do Kula, and that's how it came to be. So we wanted to try our hand at like writing shorter battles, because this is going to be like a shorter episode in length. Because after this is when it gets real. But for now,
yeah.
but
Tiki, we could have done Sub-Zero versus the Ice Climbers.
We could have done Sub-Zero versus Ida.
Sub-Zero versus Frozone.
Sub-Zero versus
yes,
Elsa.
my boy Ida, my son. Boy from My Hero Academia.
What, your son will happen to his brother then?
Tripped.
I'm right here.
He tripped and broke all his bones.
He's drank bone-hurting juice.
Sub-Zero versus Larry Boy.
Yes, Larry. Faster
Larry
than my
wants to be at
Larry
the
boy.
flamethrower.
Well,
Admit that for.
I mean, I think
Punch out.
it's good that what we were doing didn't coincide with Death Battle, because they've been hitting a lot of popular fights. Speaking of Death Battle,
Smokey versus McGruff.
Oh,
Can I do a riddle?
oh, you want to do a riddle for the next one?
A riddle.
All right,
Literally-
hold on. I gotta introduce you. Introducing. Wait, Leopold, you gotta do this. You're the fucking voice actor. Just say introducing Swalot's riddles.
Introducing Swalot's riddles.
Ding 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 ding. I'm gonna add like a little twinkling of pitch.
Can we save
We
the
have
sound
like a
bite for that?
little.
All right, Swalot, you got the floor is yours. We don't know when this fight is coming out, but you can go ahead and tell your riddle.
Swift and fierce in a never-ending battle, both are not known very well to prattle. With their swords they like to slash, but who will win in this master clash?
Bars.
oh,
I actually have no
Only
idea
you
either.
can find out.
Leo,
I am so excited for when we get to this episode.
Leo, don't say it, but I'll you. God.
McGruff, 2D
Smokey
animation.
versus McGruff.
I actually like that a
That
lot.
was great.
I actually like that a
Remember,
lot.
kids, if you're about to be in a death battle, shrugs.
After
Remember,
2.5
kids,
years
you're
of
about to be mauled by a
waiting.
bear.
I feel bad for McGruff.
Remember,
Put in like a
kids?
little whimpering sound at the end.
I know,
Yeah.
that was.
That was sad.
Image in the podcast.
I'll be honest, I was rooting for McGruff. I was like, yo, the underdog has to win on this. No pun intended.
Underdog.
No pun intended.
I like the animation a lot.
Yeah.
That was
I
such a
liked
great
it, yeah.
episode.
Blind Fairy did a great job. I was a little skeptical at first because it just didn't look right, but it turned out very well, even if it was short.
Into a s'more. He's a dog.
I personally
I pers-
personally like to speculate that this episode is probably the reason why Chris Sabat didn't show up at our con, probably because he was doing a voice for this or something. That's just speculation, though. I don't know. I just like
That's
our headcanon.
theory.
That's our
roll
headcanon.
with it.
A Ray.
Was
theory.
embarrassed to go.
Oh no,
Let's not start this shit. Let's not start this shit. Please.
We already
Not
did
even
ice
you
cream.
can prevent this.
But I think that's like my favorite analysis portion in season 4 so far.
What's the next? I forgot what next. Oh,
The next time
Wonder
is
Woman.
Thor versus Wonder Woman.
Wonder.
I'm actually pretty excited for
How
that.
the hell are either of them gonna die? That's what I'm trying to think about. Like, how
For
are they
those
gonna
who
kill
are
them?
Oh, yeah.
For those who are
Snap it
unaware,
back to the
that was inspired by the tweets that their actors were exchanging a couple months ago about who would win
Oh, yeah.
between Thor and Wonder Woman.
I remember for a while,
I'm going with Thor.
Ben was actually like asking on Twitter, who should they fight if we bring either of them back? And then like that was a really popular matchup.
I love the idea of Thor versus Wonder Woman, not because it's like just gods, but it's just intriguing because it's more than just stats.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Remember when they had that poll way back
was hoping
when
for
who
Thor
Naruto
versus
should fight?
Than anything.
I'm trying to think about.
Dude, Death Metal. They should have done Thor versus Amy Rose. I don't know what you were talking about.
No, they should have gone.
They should have done Thor versus Nora.
They should have gone the Cartoon Fight
No,
Club
but
route and
Nora
done
could
Thor
absorb
versus Pikachu.
electricity.
No, it should
Exactly.
actually be Amy versus Nora, but no, fucking let's go Ramona.
Let's not give her video game.
Man, just stomp all over my turbo mode idea. I wanted to do Amy versus Ramona, and then Deathwell was like, nope.
He said he wanted to use Ramona, but I'm still just like, I want Nora.
Scott suggesting Thor versus Shazam. I've actually heard that from my friend. Yeah.
I've heard that a lot actually. Yeah.
Tiki brought this up earlier, but I'm actually not opposed to Vegeta versus Thor. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm not opposed
That's
to
pretty
Vegeta
cool.
versus Thor at all. Especially with like the
Cartoon
new
Fight Club
buffs.
do that?
Yeah,
Thor
they
versus
did.
Raiden was one of my
Vegeta
favorite.
versus Zuko.
The first.
Well, I think this was still like back when like TGF was like the part of research. So I'm not sure like how
Wonder Woman.
accurate that is in the long run. So I want to research it myself.
Wonder Woman's getting a new.
That's actually a really good segue to the next topic versus shows.
Oh, versus shows, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why you didn't have to say that? You could just segue and then we can have looked pretentious.
Yeah.
We could have looked smart.
We had a cool transition before this, and now you just went and ruined it.
So guys, Thor versus Pikachu.
Cartoon Fight Club. I love Animation Rewind though. The new season's pretty good.
This guy's not joking around.
Oh yeah, the Spider-Man's like, this guy's not joking around. No, I love Cartoon Fight Club actually. I've been following season 3 like very intensively. It's very good.
Yeah,
Season 3
has
has been such a huge step up.
Yeah.
It's been really nice.
Too bad.
Yeah.
It's a shame what happened though.
Yeah, with the whole quantity
yeah.
over quality.
I enjoyed which one was it? Sonic versus Kid Goku.
I really like that. And also
Yeah.
the TMNT versus Bad Family was really good too.
Oh, that
I
was really
just
good.
really liked Kratos versus Kirby.
Oh yeah, we had
yeah.
Kirby Kratos.
Guys, if they're actually good, don't spoil it. I kind of want to see them.
I like how much time he actually invests with the results section and how organized all the information is.
Oh,
It's,
yeah,
just,
really
it's a step up, but it's unfortunate that he's not getting the views that he wants. Hopefully he doesn't
Yeah.
stop doing.
Go show AR some more.
Yeah, go show AR some love. If you are watching us, you're probably already familiar with him. So why are you even looking at us?
AR stands for Animation Rewind.
Oh yeah, that too. Animation Rewind's great.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Great supporter of our stuff, yeah.
And hey, maybe Animation Rewind might be showing up in a show that we're doing. Maybe.
What?
What? What is
How did
that?
I do that?
Animation Rewind.
Maybe we'll see him in real life.
On the subject
Animation
of like,
Rewind.
who we're partnering with, I think talk about
Oh. Yeah, we can talk about Flat Zone and Limber Braid, the people that we
Yeah.
partnered up with. They're very
Flat Zone.
Flat Zone TV.
Every time you say Flat Zone, I keep thinking of Smash Bros.
That's exactly what they
Same.
wanted.
I'm not gonna lie, I start thinking of Lucina and Weiss. I'm that person.
But no, Limit Break,
My song's been cool.
Limit Break and Limit Break Showdown have been really good starts to any
I'm
versus
excited
series
for
that I've
Bubsy
seen.
versus Gex. Bubsy versus Gex is gonna be hilarious.
And they have like voice actors and everything. Ooh, Bubsy versus Gex is gonna be great, especially with like the rise of Bubsy again.
This is like the
Hilarious.
month of joke battles.
I don't even think it's a
What
joke.
could
battle.
possibly go wrong?
I mean, the characters are jokes, but I think I'm probably gonna take it seriously.
I am too. I actually grew up with Jex. I had the game on Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
Lord.
I'm
Yeah, I have it. It still works.
It's Bubsy.
It's
What
just,
could possibly go wrong?
I mean, Mophead and the gang are doing an amazing job so far, like contacting people. I do know that one of, oh wait, can I say this? I'm not sure if I can say this. I'm not sure if it'll be
This is
okay.
probably gonna go out after Bubsy.
Well, well, you can say it, and if it's not okay, you can just
Go
bleep
watch
it out.
that. That's
I'm not sure if it's much of a secret, but one of our animators is going to be, I can't say who or the matchup, but I will say that one of our animators is going over there to do a match real quick, and I'm excited for what they do with it. I won't say who though.
Ooh.
I think I remember you talking about this.
Yeah, and this animator talks about it in the chat. So
You guys will have to see and find out.
really, yeah. Okay, so we got. So I think there's like one more that's on my mind. Versus verdict. That's been a thing.
Ooh.
Actually, I'm actually not that. I don't have. I actually like versus verdict.
I mean, we can go over you.
I think-
Verdict recently did Ryu versus Jin, right?
Yeah, he recently Difanoid did Ryu versus Jin. Cool dude overall. Sometimes he's a bit headstrong, but you know that's fine. Like
Totally
That's
different. Totally didn't reference me or anything.
Yo, can we talk about?
I'm cool with it though.
yeah, I'm cool with it. Like I think it's underrated. Like he got shot out by AR, but then he got views and stuff. So he's getting more notice because I didn't even hear about him until like AR like showed him to me.
Can we talk about SpongeBob versus Little Boy?
Oh
Yes.
So Leopold,
Oh no.
Leo, you did such a great job with that.
you did such a great job with the results.
Oh my.
It was
I
fantastic.
didn't watch it,
How dare I not include?
so I can't hear Leo.
Yeah, faster than my VeggieTale.
Hashtag roast Leopold.
How dare I not include animation rewinds?
I remember when
page
Sandy
link?
flew to the freaking Saturn.
Did you not even include the Atlantean massively faster than light feats? I can't
Yeah.
believe you, Leopold.
Wait.
What?
Is that actually a thing? I thought that was a joke.
No, that is not a joke.
Not a joke.
Then there's a freaking SpongeBob survived the fucking nuke.
The pie.
More like wall.
But no, Leopold, I must say that I love universes.
We all
to,
do.
like,
It's
yeah.
really
It's great.
enjoyable.
It's
That was a fun episode,
different.
Leo, you must admit defeat.
Like
He's
Pyro.
hydrodynamically designed.
Ike versus Guts, I got so excited because I like Fire Emblem a lot.
And
I'm guessing that's
I like Berserk. Berserk is cool.
Oh yeah, speaking of Ike, he has some of the worst
I
voice
haven't-
acting
I
I've ever
still need
heard.
to
I was
watch Berserk.
surprised.
Examples?
Ike is up there with Dante and Zero for worst video game voice acting.
Ow.
Oh.
Isn't Ike's like voice acting in Smash Bros better than any stuff in the actual games?
Yeah, his voice acting in
I wouldn't
Smash
be
is really good, but in Fire
Again,
Emblem,
Smash
Ike's
Bros was
father
made
dies,
by
and he's
mashed
like,
potato
he's-
soccer guy.
I can't even do it with a straight face. He's like,
Mashed potato
no,
guy.
don't leave me, father.
Don't leave. Don't leave me! Father!
Does every character,
Sounds
does every
exactly
character
like
just get
this.
voice acting whenever someone dies?
Don't leave me, father.
Dies.
Is
It's
he as
almost
bad
as
as,
if
like,
these people have
Sonic
never
Hero
lost a loved
voice
one
acting?
before.
What am I fighting for? What am
God, I can't even do that, man. My voice
Soul
can't.
with light.
I love Zero. I love Zero, but that scene, God.
Iris.
Zero.
Iris.
Rest in peace, Zero.
Mega
Iris.
Man game with great voice acting.
Mega Man 8.
Bass, why must I fight you? We are not enemies. Shut up.
Find Dr. Love.
Is that an actual scene?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull this scene up. Hold on.
PM me it. I want to see it.
Is it wrong?
Brandon, I actually want to ask you, since you've been able to get your hands on the game, how's the acting for X and Zero in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite?
No.
Oh,
I do not like.
Is it better
X's
than the
I
game?
do not like X's voice. It is. I really like Mega Man, but X's voice is. Yeah. Zero sounds like he did in Marvel 3, which is fine. That-
Come on, Zero, let's go.
But X.
is the voice acting better than the game?
Better than the character model.
I mean, when
Oh,
you're comparing
the
like
second is-
when you're comparing like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite to say Dragon Ball Fighter Z or Tekken 7, like there's no contest.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, guys, they're just
Even
functions.
even Injustice 2 looks kind of hype, and
Battle of Gods looks better than Marvel Infinite, and that's like, or the Arika fighting game, the one that's like Street Fighter EX.
King of
By the
Fighters
way,
14 looks.
I'm posting this in
versus Capcom
podcast. This is
Infinite.
my favorite Mega Man scene ever.
Mega Man, today we finish this.
Hey, Zach! Why must I fight you? We are not enemies!
Shut up.
Oh my fucking god!
TV show.
If we ever use bass, or I'm sorry, bass, we should have this be a transitional scene. Shut
Like
up.
someone.
Yes, we are not
One of
enemies.
Carrie-
Why must I?
oh yeah,
fight
didn't
you?
we didn't we already think of a bass fight? Oh my god! Oh,
I guess you could say
You know
that.
what's
Bass
funny,
versus
though?
Trout.
No, I want to
You know
say
what's funny,
something,
though?
but I think that would give it away.
You know what's funny though? As bad as the dubbing in this scene is, it's still weird to hear Dr. Light's new voice in Infinite compared to the
Dr.
original
Wowie.
voice where he sounds like freaking Elmer Fudd.
When we find that video, we'll find Dr. Wowie.
They included Looney Tunes characters.
We the energy.
Like, is Light alive in not Tekken, Marvel vs. Capcom?
It's
Infinite?
like in the X games, he's a hologram, which I don't understand.
They like
The
have the
whole-
capsule thing with
If
him.
the whole plot of this game is that, okay, aren't the light messages supposed to be like pre-recorded stuff?
yes, they are.
Yeah, it's a pre-recorded message.
How does he know about the conversion to the? Wait, no, he planned Ultron Sigma. That makes sense.
Come,
Dr. Light is
And you
actually
would
the
be-
one who created the whole.
fucking Marvel Universe.
The plot is so stupid, and some of the characters go so out of character. Like
I
in
think
Devil May
Hey
Cry,
Dante, mind if I borrow Ebony and Ivory? For
Yeah.
you, Rocket, anything.
the guns Dante didn't even let
For you, talking raccoon I've never met, anything.
touch.
So he can't team up with Bayonetta, but he could team up with a raccoon.
Yes, and Frank West from Dead Rising. Which, by the way, he's the
Try
best
to fight
character.
Darkseid.
like the issue with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is that they tried to make a story out of it.
Yeah, you can't do like
Yeah.
that. Also restrained the roster because they were trying to make a roster that could have a story built upon it. Because I'll be honest, like as much as I enjoy characters like Wright, Ami, Joe, they wouldn't fit well in a story. I don't even feel characters.
Just
like
do arcade endings, people. Not even
Yes.
Tekken 7 has them. What the fuck are these people
Just do
doing?
like World of the
Seven has
Subspace
character
Emissary and have
Yeah,
someone
they have character
do-
episodes, but I'm looking
give,
for
like,
The plot of
Subspace Emissary
Tekken
is
7
awesome.
only used like 5 characters.
Just do Subspace Emissary. It was great.
In the
Jin
other
was in a coma the whole
Why is
time.
it that the Subspace Emissary and Mortal Kombat 9 are still the only good fighting game stories?
It gave
Game
us a fair
theory.
fight between Meta
Sans is
Knight and
best, but only in the coma that Jin was in
Oppenheimer.
Tekken
Anime
7.
has the best story mode. You just fight everything, and then
Wait,
go!
I
Oh
haven't,
no,
I haven't
Shadow
touched
Mewtwo.
Tekken 7. Jin's in a coma.
7 has a really short story
I'm
mode.
in a coma throughout the entire fucking story.
Wait,
Can we
Jin
just-
is
Can we
Jin in a coma.
fighting game devs? Can we please just have arcade endings again, please? I'm trying
theory.
I'm trying to
Marvel vs.
look for-
Capcom Infinite was all a dream, but only while Jin was in a coma.
I need Injustice 2.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is all a part of Ash.
Yo,
Ketchum's
Leopold.
coma.
It's
Is,
all
An-
a part of the
is Anna in Tekken 7?
Nope.
Why?
Because I don't know.
Why would they not include Anna? Okay, that's weird.
Probably because she's
Who's Anna?
somewhat a Nina clone, but not really.
No, but she's like a staple though. That's the weird
I
part.
know, but Harada wanted to like cut back on clone characters, which is why Christy isn't in there. And even
But
though
they
they have
kept
Kuma
Eddie?
and Panda,
But they kept Eddie. That's weird. All right,
yeah, they kept.
they kept Eddie, but
Well,
not
Eddie was
Christy.
better anyways.
No, okay, we'll discuss this later. But
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Go
let
on to those fan
me.
questions we got.
Yep, let me pull them up. You guys can
It's time.
as soon as I fucking find them.
Dang.
XDDD.
For a Disney duel.
Questions. If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave a comment down below with the hashtag questions so they're easier to find.
What the fuck was that, Ray?
Yeah.
Cosmo, terrible pan pizza impression.
Hashtag question.
You can either, like, when we ask for questions, you can either ask them to us on Twitter or you can ask them on our Discord server, which will be in the link in the description below. So let's get started.
Paste the team server link.
Oh yeah. Let's please not accidentally put the team server.
Did we get a question from Corn O'Keefe? He's in all of Leo's. He's in all
Hey
of
guys,
Leo's.
Corn O'Keefe here.
Oh yeah, we should probably do this on YouTube too, but I guess keeping it to Twitter makes us follow people. I don't know, business. So, D1802223 asks, do you guys have any plans to do a mech fight, like say a Gundam versus a Transformer?
Ooh.
Would we Rob versus Optimus Prime?
But we're always thinking about it though.
In half of the mech fight.
Optimus Prime versus
I expressed this this sentiment, like I really want to use like Simon the Digger or Kamina or the Gurren Lagann. I want to use
someone
them.
from Gurren Lagann.
Like
Does Gur versus Clank count?
To
Gurren Lagann versus the Fusion Fighters, Digimon Fusion.
If we ever like get the chance, Voltron would be cool. I know Optimus Prime gets brought up a lot.
I really want to use Optimus, yeah.
Put him against.
No idea actually.
Against the
The thing is that I'm not familiar with mecha anime or mecha shows, not even Transformers. Like I know like the baseline of it, but I'm not familiar with it. These guys could tell you more about it than I ever will. But
Probably
it's on
some rip-off of Transformers.
I probably can't.
Bakugan mechs in this show, okay?
Yeah, so it's a possibility.
Bakugan.
So next up we have at the actual Chris Bell, our good dude. Are there any characters as franchises you will absolutely not cover? Creepypasta. Never ever. Don't ask for it.
Nope.
No memes, please.
Do Smash Chasm, but not creepypasta.
There are some.
We'll do like a couple memes, like for the lols or whatever, but
It depends.
Tiki, hold up.
Like,
Smash King Bowser, please.
This season, and it's
Put something in podcast.
oh, besides that fight that Brandon just
I just
told
thought
me.
of something. I thought of something real quick.
Who's that second character? What the fuck?
Smash King versus Smash King from Bowser. Bowser from Smash King.
Yeah, Bowser from Smash King.
I want to use him.
He would fight me, obviously.
Guys,
We could have Bowser from Smash
maybe
King.
don't pick it.
And get the Guru to voice it, and I'll
Versus-
machine him.
Versus who?
Versus me,
Bowserdude versus Bowser.
obviously.
No, I think Leopold had a legit suggestion. I'm trying to find a suggestion for Bowser from Smash King because I actually want to use him.
Yeah, I was like, Smash King Bowser, get Tagura to voice him, and I'll machinimate it.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I that's the thing. Like, if we ever, I want to branch out and do more like fan stuff. Like, fan stuff's not off the table as long as like the verse is good, like Smash King. Like, I'll use any character from Smash King and use them in like a battle royale, but in Smash.
I'm still
stuff,
looking. I'm actually.
We could
looking
use
for
like.
For 64 from
I kind of want to bring in like was it Mecha Sonic from Super Mario Bros. Z? I think that'd be really cool.
But for like things that we will absolutely not cover, just to get back on the question, no creepypasta for me and no Five Nights at Freddy's. Other than that, I'm good. Or some memes.
No, I don't.
unless it's like Scooby and Shaggy versus the animatronics, and Shaggy wins.
Can we ban Fairy Tail?
No, because there's this one fairy tale match that everyone keeps asking for, and I'm pretty sure if you guys are familiar with us, you'll know what it is. All right.
Can we ban Ruby?
character?
No.
So next question.
Just.
All right, Ethan Bryant, 1997 asks, are you interested in getting an established voice actor for Battle Royale? If so, who do you hope to get? Yes, but I'll let everyone else
Chris
go
Sabat.
first. I'll let everyone else go first. So you guys can go.
Does Elsie count? We pretty much almost had her.
Yeah, almost.
Oh yeah.
Almost.
I was just about to ask that too.
But if we ever, like, as for me, does anyone else have anything to share?
Todd Habercorn.
Mel Blanc. Tom Kenny. Yeah, Tom Kenny.
Akahata 101.
If I ever got, like, an established voice actor or actress, it would probably be Erica Mendez. And if you guys don't know who Erica Mendez is,
no, Kerbifer. Chris.
Oh yeah, Chris Niosi and Erica Mendez.
Yeah.
Please, can we get
Yeah,
Chris?
definitely.
Chris.
Yeah, I want Chris Niosi and I want and I want Erica Mendez. And if you don't know who Erica Mendez is, she voices Gon's dub from Hunter x Hunter, and she voices Ryuko from Kill la Kill, if I'm correct.
My only idea was on the Takahata 101 for Al, if we ever use him.
Kerbifer versus Toon Link.
I want Kerbifer. Hey, Chris, if you're listening to this, hit us up.
Yeah.
Hey,
Tell these people to come voice on our show, but don't annoy them.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah, annoy them
You
into
don't have to do
joining.
it.
Hey, Kerboffer,
Tell
come
them we
voice
sent
for
you.
us.
All right, and the next question by some asshole named some asshole named the real Bowserdude. Is Branchell canon? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
It's also delicious.
Yes.
I forgot I asked that actually.
Next question.
Question.
By one of our own, Heroic Defender 97, what is the most fun and challenging part of about managing Crossover X? I guess this question is more so for me.
Oh, so
Ray.
he's one of your own.
So did you hear that, Ray? So
Yeah, I heard it.
So yeah, what is the most fun and challenging part about managing Crossover X? That's
Making
hard.
sure we get things out on a consistent basis, making sure everyone is happy with what they want to do, if everything is going along smoothly, a bunch of different factors. It varies every single day, and we'd probably be here for like maybe an hour discussing like what we do as like a team, but yeah, it's just a lot really.
The most-
do you have anything?
The most fun part for me, 'cause I guess these are two separate for me. The most fun part for managing this is coming up with ideas for content. Because I always have ideas.
Definitely.
So whenever we sit down and think about something, that's always fun. Because I always love like seeing the potential and everything. So really, the most fun part is like always coming up with ideas. And I'll agree with Ray with the most challenging part, where it's like making sure everyone does everything consistently.
Yeah, it's fun to come up with ideas, but the hard part is going through with those ideas, because sometimes you can't get enough voice actors for a certain thing you're trying to start.
Yeah, you'll be fine, Leopold. So,
And we tried to get voices for Cammy versus Nino. I think anyone applied or tried to try it out.
yeah, that was like, and it was great because we got two established voice actors that we can never use. But we'll go back to Cammy versus Nina eventually, because it's just too good to pass up. Like we have literally the lines from two established voice actors. Why would we not use them?
And just a friendly reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that is still not canceled. It is still happening.
It'll be the
not in the
series
trash
finale.
All right, and
It's the series finale.
all right, next question. Call me Knuckles from Twitter. What is the worst suggestion you've ever seen for any versus show?
Tiki, I swear, if you say Deku versus Aku.
Shit. That was my answer too.
God
It's
damn.
Sam versus Courtney because it's the worst.
It wasn't even Sam
Pinkie
versus
Pie
Courtney. It was
SpongeBob.
it was actually legitimately gonna be Deku versus Akko.
Oh my god.
But no, if
I
I'm gonna
actually
be
literally made Larry Boy versus SpongeBob just to get rid of the Pinkie Pie versus SpongeBob suggestions. That's the only reason I made it.
I guess
versus
I guess I'll get blasted for this. Any obscure anime character, please don't ask them. To me.
Especially
Like who do I know? I don't know you
we
guys.
can't use.
Yeah. Here's hey, can you do this obscure anime character fight with the sprites that they don't have and the resources that they don't have and the series I don't know anything about?
Yeah.
Or the series that's not openly available online with subs.
Yeah, someone on my server is like, do Natsu versus this random dragon maid character.
But people like Dragon Maid though, Leo.
Arrow mangas?
I think one of the worst suggestions
stop.
I ever heard was like, I forgot what exactly it was, but this person was asking for this established character from a franchise versus some Sonic OC from DeviantArt, and he explicitly said from DeviantArt in the Death Battle comments.
No.
Cold Steel the Hedgehog edges into death.
Ooh, actually, can we actually use Cold Steel for something?
Cold
Wait,
Steel,
not-
Tiki.
We can do
Steel-
Cold Steel versus Alolan Sandshrew.
No, Cold Steel.
Cold
No,
Steel
personal
edges into
kid.
crossover X.
Gold Steel versus Sonichu.
Okay,
Yes.
let's put that in the
Oh my
bin.
God.
Let's put that in the bin.
I made a thumbnail for that too.
Tiki did.
Yo, what if we got Cran to voice Sonichu?
I actually made a thumbnail for Cold Steel versus Sonichu, but it's on my other computer.
All right, so next.
Moving on.
So next question. Some asshole by the name of ThankSwalot asks, Sam versus Courtney when?
When Deku versus Akko happened.
So ThankSwalot,
No,
when is Sam versus Courtney? When do you think it's gonna happen?
When we can actually make the Maple Story sprites for them.
Oh yeah, that is true. If we,
I could cover court side because I know lots
Brandon,
of
mine's actually logically possible, and that's sad.
It's
We shouldn't be enabled.
Either red or we.
Yo, a Flash animated Sam.
That would be
Courtney.
terrible.
ooh, you know
Sam,
what?
Sam scales
we-
to Freddy
and we
who got
have
run
Chris-
over by a truck.
We have Chris as the host.
You can just imagine the butter song.
Dancing as
flattering
Courtney
Flash.
pulverizes Sam's head in.
All right,
So
so
it's the other way around. She used the
moving-
butter socks to finish her off.
moving forward,
Total Drama Battle Royale.
now we're moving on to our Discord questions. So Xenolize asked, if you could start the channel over using what you know now, what would you do differently? Never start Battle Royale. God damn it.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
At least not at first.
Have
Yeah,
like
not at
half
first.
the people here.
Not at first. I'm just being dramatic, but I probably wouldn't jump headfirst into Battle Royale because I wanted to at least get all my eggs in the basket before I started it. I'd probably do more. It'd probably, if I ran it how I wanted to, it'd be like, well, I could, but I consult teams and people, and there's a system for everything that I can't get into. But if I
That
were
was
to
like-
do it, if I were to do it differently, it'd be full of machinimas and long narrative series, honestly. 'Cause that's what I actually want to do.
Killing your firstborn child
Honestly,
during
I wish we could have started something like this back in 2006. You know, the golden age of YouTube, when you're more likely to get more views. In like a time like that.
And when
Yeah.
PewDiePie didn't cause an adpocalypse.
That too.
Yeah.
That too.
Because
Oh my
at
god,
first I
YouTube
was like,
becomes more trash every day.
I know with all the stuff, all the changes that YouTube has made since I first started way back in 2008 with one of my old accounts. With all the old changes, I was like, why are people complaining? There's nothing wrong. It's just a teeny tiny change. But then PewDiePie happened with the adpocalypse, and I was like, oh no, now I see the
Yeah.
issues.
Yep.
Oh.
We can
If
do
this was
PewDiePie
like-
versus Markiplier.
If this was back like before all that shit went down, I think we'd be a lot more successful. Not saying we aren't successful now, but I'm
Mhm.
just saying like, I think we would be free to do whatever we want, and we could do
It's
this.
not
Solo
monetized
screw
at all?
attack.
Or is anything even monetized?
Is anything monetized? We don't have enough views for that yet. We have to have at least 10,000. Not to say,
That's
Well,
and that's not even
You know,
pressuring
so
the
is-
people. Like that's just something.
So is
we're gonna-
Etika versus Shofu still on the table?
Yes, it is very much still on the table. I don't think.
Yes.
I even thought about this at work, like how it would go down and who would win.
Because I made these Maple sprites for Etika, and I kind of don't want them to go to waste.
Tell us
Good.
if you want this. Etika versus Shofu. Legitimately something we
If
want.
you want Etika versus Shofu, comment down the word Remax.
Remax. Yeah.
Remax.
this
Remax.
video to 10,000
Remax.
likes.
Gold.
We will do it.
If we get this to
I
10,000
would
likes,
pay to
we
see that.
will do
Yeah,
Etika
see that.
versus Shofu.
I will give a personal shout out to the first person who commented the words water bottle.
Well, you have to think, Brendan.
All right, and next up, we have from Big. Shit, I almost read this wrong. Dig Big, winner of crossover X porn parodies.
it's come on.
Dick kick him.
So
There's
when's
a
our,
reason why we can no longer have not safe for work usernames in our server.
yeah. So, when are porn
Say
parodies
what?
coming? This is actually from Necros, just so you guys know. He's a former member of our team, but he's a cool guy. So, our Pornhub sponsorship still on the table. If they contact us, we will accept. Moving
Gotta
on.
get those alternate endings out somehow.
Vax vibrator.
Marie-
Vax
Marie
does have a
versus Carmen
vibrator.
Electra.
Vax
Like to
does
watch
have a
you-
vibrator.
No, that could be our version of Blue Apron.
Yo, when
Does
are
he-
we gonna do
does
Marie
he
McRae
so?
versus Carmen Electra? Don't ask how I know these people.
Does Yang's arm have a
When will we
vibration
do our
function? No, but
mascot?
Vax does.
when we do our mascot versus zone time.
What mascot?
Revo.
I don't know.
You're
What
talking
mascot?
about
versus Jocelyn the intern.
All right, so Thax asks, when will Moki watch Weeb stuff? Oh, fuck. Is this a tongue twister? Hold on. Okay. Let me read this slowly. When will Moki watch Weeb stuff? Hole wearing anime cosplay and speaks inaccurate Japanese while eating ramen noodles. I don't know. Ask him. Moving on. Xenolize again asks, is there a match that you want to do or a character you want to use but simply cannot for one reason or another? If so, can you talk about
versus Akko.
Okay.
I don't know.
So I'll let you guys go first, but I can speak for myself and Ray. You guys can go ahead.
Besides Deku versus Akko, maybe some Durarara stuff.
Shizio has sprites, but no one else. Izaya has sprites, but they're limited. Anyone else?
Like anything that we need to do 3. I don't think we can do that yet.
Do what?
I want to use Sonic again.
3D
but
animation.
Too rapid.
No, we can't do 3D
Stick with the
animation.
side characters.
Okay, so anyone else? Swalot, Bowserdude?
Yeah.
I got 2 on mind. I know LK was making some, but I heard he stopped. So Nora, price for from a Blaze Blue cross tag tournament or wherever, and then Ida because he's my son.
Perfect.
So-
Nora versus Ida? That's an interesting matchup.
No.
Yeah.
And Bowserdude?
Who or son?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm thinking of doing Uraraka versus Rad from OKKO.
I haven't seen
Please-
OKKO yet.
Please don't.
Either way.
Do not murder her, please. I'm kidding.
No, I don't believe in the
That's pretty
planet
cool.
level KO feat. That is clearly an outlier, like
Still
Roshi
much
busting
more
the
than
moon.
anything Oshako's done.
Moon?
No, I don't know. I think OKKO is like around wall to room level right now.
Again, you are the guy who said wall level SpongeBob.
Dude, why are we all crashing on Leo?
Versus debating ever again.
So, and I guess I'll speak for myself and Ray. So there are 2 fights that me and Ray said that will happen once we have resources. That being Star Butterfly and Marco Diaz versus Steven Universe and Connie Haitianworks. Yeah. And the second
Tag team,
one,
baby.
yeah, and then the second one being Spike versus Rebby. Those are the only 2.
I'm
That
so
will-
hyped
that will
for the
absolutely-
day that we actually do that.
That will absolutely 100% happen once we have the resources.
I want us to get a Nwacking for the voice of Revi, because she actually does Dark Swamp, which is Black Laguna Bridge, and she does a really good job of it.
All right, and Brandon left. Poor.
Bye, Brandon.
Bye, Brandon.
I actually like the while back where we just have the entire Lagoon Company versus the Cowboy Bebop crew.
Lagoon Company versus Cowboy Bebop would be dope, but if we get the resources for all of them somehow, that'd probably be like the alternative.
Hell yeah. That'll make like a
Can do
really
anything I
now.
want because I don't have animations. Woo!
Lucky you.
I'm doing the Freaky Monkey 5 from Ape Escape versus Deadly 6 from Sonic Lost World.
All right, and Moki asks again, what is the weirdest BRD you've heard so far that wasn't blatantly a joke? That's odd, because so many ideas fly by in a millisecond. So, anyone else want to speak for this? Because I have no idea.
Deku versus Akko.
Sam versus Courtney.
Sam
I mean,
versus
but-
Courtney is not a joke, so therefore it is allowed.
I guess Sam versus Courtney, Owen versus Gibby.
Owen versus Gibby. I forgot about that.
Gibby versus Owen.
Serious though.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean it's not weird.
Spencer versus Izzy.
Like
Spencer versus Light Yakami.
Like I'm just like look. I'm gonna go through like our idea, Ben, and I'm just gonna see the first one that pops up. Oh, never mind. The first one that pops up that
Luber
goes.
versus Chef.
I don't know who that guy is. There really isn't really any weird ideas because thankfully our core fans like have quality ideas. So
Kermit versus Suyu Win.
Never. When Kermit gets right. Next up, Vax again asks, any chance of using fan-made thumbnails? Actually, yes. I actually wanted to slide them in somewhere. Like maybe something at the end, like say All-Star Showdown, where they like show like all of their fan-made thumbnails for a specific episode. I keep forgetting to do that.
We did it that one time with Cammy and Nina at the end of Batman versus Punisher.
Yeah, we did, but I want to start doing that more often. I just keep forgetting to do it. So it's just a matter of if you remind me, because I can't retain information worth shit.
It'd be a good idea to do that when Revo's talking about shit at the end in the credits.
Maybe.
I actually like when we do that because it kind of reminds me of the Fanon Wiki when no, not the main Death Battle Wiki actually, when you have like all the thumbnails and then the gallery just fades to the next one, and it's really cool seeing how creative these people can be with their own thumbnails.
So, really, yeah. That's all I have to say. Which question were we on? Yeah, fan-made thumbnails will happen if I'm reminded. Honestly, like if you guys make fan-made thumbnails, I wouldn't mind putting them in the episodes. All right, next question. Xenoeyes asks, "What's your direction for the channel going forward?" Ooh, this is a big question. So, Ray, do you want to tackle this?
The question was our direction going forward.
Yes.
Basically, you know, as we pretty much just said earlier, we want to do a lot more with the channel than just general versus matches. We want to do more things from like a general storytelling point of view. I'm actually really proud of the team because we've come up with like a bunch of cool new ideas for different shows that we want to do ever since when we made the move from JACFS to CX. Leo has this new thing that he really wants to do, which we can't talk about just yet, but I really love the concept of it. And of course, Tiki has Turbo Mode, which is still coming out. And I'm just really proud of all the different variety. And just recently, actually, Swalot actually finished his script for an upcoming episode of Hidden Gems, and I was really impressed with how that ended up coming out when I read it. And I would really love to see that in terms of like a full edited episode.
Yeah,
I want to make a pun about what you just said, but I can't because it'd be a spoiler.
Oh.
One day. But
yeah,
in terms of our direction, like I would really love us to like, you know, we're still figuring things out, but I would really like us to be like the next, I guess, sort of classic Screw Attack in the sense that, you know, we're doing a lot of cool stuff, but we're having fun with what we're doing, while of course, you know, being like a cool like little business kind of thing, but we don't lose touch with who we are as a team and how we came together and how we remembered to have fun with these projects. Because I remember when we were just working on Mewtwo versus Black War Greymon and seeing all the different cool ideas that they wanted for the script, Swalot and Bowserdude. And it's cool many months later seeing a good number of that stuff actually fleshed out in terms of the dialogue and the animation and everything. And I'm hoping that's what the future of CX is. Like of course we have our game face on at all times, and at the same time we have fun with what we do, and we make sure that our audience also has fun with it, and that, you know, any dollar that we have is well spent in terms of our budget, because things can only get bigger from here with your guys' support.
Yeah, I think Ray pretty much covered it. I kind of feel left out. So yeah, that's our vision. We just want to provide a variety of content and actually have fun with it, because truth be told, like, as much as I like have a game face and I know what I want, like I don't want to lose base, because I don't want to lose my soul doing this. I don't want to make this a job in a sense that's just boring and monotonous. I just want to do what I want and do what I love and and show it to the world. So in a sense, it's like art. Like, you can make art, you can do it for a living. You might not get a lot of money for it, but it's something that you really care about. And then you can then you can only grow from there. And I want to reach out for the community, if it's versus, animation, voice acting, because we've already made those connections. It's just a matter of using them now.
Right. You know, we've been making so many cool collaborations with people we never thought we'd see ourselves team up with, like, you know, AR, Flat Zone, Ben is aware of our presence. The Pro Dude is aware of us. It's just really cool seeing how far we've gotten in such short amount of time. And I know I said it before, but I'm really proud of all of you guys. Seeing as how, I just started off as just a simple fan who just found you guys by complete coincidence. And now, I'm someone who's like being a big part of this, of this whole train. And it's really cool being here with you guys. You guys are like one of many families that I have.
Yeah.
With
we're all family
cool
here.
like this.
And and also shout out to the Story Crash server, because I know we're gonna do stuff with them soon. They're a bunch
Definitely.
of they're a bunch of voice actors, and I'm excited. And I have to kick CJ's ass because he's trying to do what I'm doing, but better. So anyways, what do you guys have to say? Anyone else?
You guys summed it all
Since we
up
started, so
good,
we should
pretty much.
start wrapping up.
Yep, and we only have one more question, then we can wrap it up. So last question. Animator, just simply Animator, asked, I would love to ask, how did you guys all meet? How did the group came to be what it is today? Well, we already sort of answered the second one, but how did we all meet?
I sort of just found you guys because I was subscribed to LK because I found his fights like a while back. I think the Zero versus Meta Knight one he did for that one DeviantArt person, and so I was subscribed to him because I liked what he did. And eventually he uploaded the Mega Man versus Samus episode, and that's when I actually found your guys' project. And I watched all of your guys' past videos when I found you guys, and I wasn't actually part of your guys' server until like Leo versus Tommy came out, and that was when I was like really impressed with like the production values that you guys raised. And I just wanted to be a simple supporter. I wanted to like just share the show and help you guys out, even if I'm not like an official like sort of member of the team. And that's when at some point Tiki actually asked me if I could join based on some of you guys recommending me to be on there, and I'm still really thankful to this day that I get to be part of this. It still feels weird to consider me like I don't want to sound like I don't want to say I'm full of myself when I say this, but it's still weird to think that I'm now sort of in charge of you guys when you guys
Have
like
been here
I still feel like you guys are in charge
longer.
of me. But it's cool like how how I just came to be a fan, and now I'm working with you guys on such a cool project.
So I guess my history further back goes with Kyle, because I hired like everyone else on the team. But with Kyle, like Kyle was a founder, and I'm not sure
I was here
what.
before you.
Yeah, he was here before me. So I'm not sure how Kyle's experience was with me, because I actually have no idea how we like met. Like I know we eventually like
I don't
contacted.
remember
Yeah, I know that we eventually contacted in person, or I guess in messaging, but I don't remember like the time where we actually met up. Same with Leopold. Actually, I do remember how I met Leopold. So
you sent me stuff on Twitter, and it was like really awkward. I actually have the tweet pulled up right now. It's really awkward.
On my side?
Yeah, you said something like, hang on, I'm trying to read it. I have to tilt my head. Nah. Okay, it says, I would have spoken to you in private, but I am unable to send you messages. Thank you for your time, kitty face.
Huh. Was that really me?
No.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, because I was looking for work, because I needed something to edit besides Battle Royale, because it was gonna fucking kill me. So I was like, I messaged, Leopold on Skype, and I was like, hey, you do fictional fights? He was like, yeah. And I was like, here's some shit that he doesn't use until Universes. That he doesn't use until Universes comes out.
Yeah.
Like the next time on Universes, that's me. That's all me.
Yes.
And what else did I give you? I think there was one other thing.
I'm pretty sure you helped him with the recent calc for Captain Underpants versus Saitama with the
Oh yeah.
when he brought in
Yeah.
facts. That was such a good representation of like I don't know if it was intentional or not, but like how Tiki helped you, and then you brought in a character we use on our show.
It was basically just Leopold saying, "Hey, am I doing this math right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you are."
Okay, is this right? Is this right? How about this? Tiki, am I correct? Am I math?
Yes, Leopold, you're right. And then for
I decided
what happened?
I calced the low end and the high end of that feat because George and Harold said it was in a galaxy far, far away, but the original calc was like right outside our galaxy, so it ended up being like dwarf star level at the lowest. But I went the highest into like the farthest galaxy possible from us, and it ended up being like multi-solar system.
Jesus.
Oh.
And where I met SWalot was actually in a stream by Brandon.
I remember that
That
stream.
was a very weird thing. That was actually the first time like I talked with Brandon on an extensive period of time. And I guess I just threw SWalot in for no fucking reason.
Oh, I've heard
Yeah,
legends
that was an
of this
All-Star
stream.
Showdown stream.
Oh, I
watching
did
it
that a long time ago.
You're like, okay.
Still currently the best All-Star stream. No lie. Like
It was so
they
good.
never topped it. They never topped it. Because I was
'Cause I-
there. No, I was there.
But we need to do all-star streams more.
I
That was
Put
really
this picture
fun.
of
Yeah, we'll put up that picture.
Where we kept adding stuff on.
That's where Owen versus Gibby was first suggested.
And then with Bowserdude, I don't know, I guess. Oh yeah, you were here before me, shit.
Yeah, I was a founder. I remember I was there when Adam proposed the idea.
So yeah, I just sort of jumped in and then took charge, I guess, because I just did shit.
Tiki.
And then Tiki's like, "Hey Leo, you do versus Steph. You're coming with me."
No, because you like did your what should we call it? Your critique on Battle Royale. You're like, hey, check this out. Here's some critique, and I'm like, we need a voice for facts. Hey, Leopold. And then we became family, and that's the story. And then I met Ray up in real life or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, I was a tiny bit harsh like on Battle Royale at first with Samus versus Mega Man because the first like announcement or whatever video you made for it, it's like we're gonna do unique matchups that people usually don't think of. Samus versus Mega Man.
I remember I was watching your review of it. One of the critiques was like talking about how the voice of facts was like Microsoft Sam, and then later on you would go on to do the voice yourself. Like, okay, if you don't like it, do it yourself. Literally.
Just like Tiki with the assets.
Yeah, because like I hated I'm not gonna shit on Adam here, but I'm just like I hated the Samus versus Mega Man assets. I'm like, okay, I got 4 years under my belt, like 3-4 years under my belt on Photoshop. Let me see what I can make. And then I made like the assets that we'd be using Tommy versus Leo and Batman versus Punisher.
To be honest, those still look really good.
Oh no, I think
They do.
I think I could have done
Episode
better.
he's like,
I made them very editor friendly. It's just a picture. It's like just a PNG. There's nothing
Yeah.
animated in them. And so you could actually change the colors and everything. And I want to like translate that into like the new assets.
Yeah, my universe's assets are all PNGs.
Yeah. It's just better on editing, but since I have After Effects and Premiere Pro, I can just do animated shit and be fine off. So, is there anything else you guys want to talk about, like how you guys met, like through your perspective? Okay, I know I talk a lot.
I mean, I met ThankSwalot a while ago.
Yeah, I
don't
met
even
Swat and
remember.
Kyle like.
And on right.
Yeah, I met Swat and Kyle through like the wikis, like the Death Battle.
A lot of
fan
you
and
guys-
wiki.
I actually went on them.
A lot of you guys, your names I know from like the wiki and also from DeviantArt for like the past months before I even joined up on here. So it was cool, like being able to meet up with you guys and work together on something.
Yeah, it's like once writers on Death Battle Fan and Wiki, and now producing a show. Oh yeah.
I still remember when Swalot went by Magic Rock.
Pizza playing video games. Oh yeah.
No, it's pizza and watching anime. Pizza and watching anime. Oh yeah. Okay, I think we can wrap it up here.
Fanon really made me meet a lot of people on the team. Bowser, Kyle.
I don't really
Yeah, I
go
remember
on
I
there
actually got my
anymore.
start on the. I got my start on the regular wiki, and then I went over to the Fanon one.
See, and they said nothing good came from that wiki. Well, besides matchup ideas.
I was all alone on versus
Well, I
battles
mean,
wiki.
All by myself.
Trying desperately to get tech and upgrades that they deserve, but they won't listen for some reason.
Forever alone.
All right, so I guess that wraps it up. Thank you guys for watching the first ever Podcast X with the new and upgraded audio and format.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to tweet us some questions to and maybe even put them down below, or join our Discord server and access there, and we'll answer them in the next episode.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
And we might next time we might even have like some segments for us to play with.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Because we want to actually make this more streamlined. This is like I think we've been recording for like an hour and 40 minutes. Yep. So.
Yeah, we've been going for a while.
Yeah, we've been going for a while. So.
30 minutes.
All right.
Thank you guys for watching. Let's.
It's like 9:30. It was like 7. It was like 8 o'clock last time I looked at the.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
So I'm DJTiki, the showrunner of Crossover X.
My name is Ray, also known as Meatloaf Man, production lead and co-showrunner over X.
And I'm a writer for Crossover X.
And I'm PM Pizza. Who are you people?
And I'm Bowserdude, right, for Crossover X.
I'm gonna do it every podcast.
Sing us out, Emily.
Leo, you interrupted me.
Bye.